Hey there, good morning, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Caleb. So today, let's talk about emergency funds. I know, you're really excited about it. It's not fun, but it's important for you to understand. And what gave me the idea for this was when David Wertz commented that he saw a study that's saying 60% of Americans can't afford an unexpected expense of $400 or more. That's not good. Yeah, we got to fix that. I did a little double check. It was 40%, but still, it's really, really not good. So let's talk about what it is, who needs it, when to do it, and how to get there. So who? Everybody. Everybody needs it. Individuals, businesses, families, even Carol Baskin needs an emergency fund. So what is it? It's 3 to 6 months of expenses. It's important to note that we emphasize expenses, not income, because that would be assuming that you are able to live within your means and your bills don't exceed your income, which unfortunately for some people isn't true. We also say expenses, not income, because what if you do live well within your means? In other words, your expenses are low in comparison to how high your income is. You'd be setting aside too much. And so by too much, there's a reason it says 3 to 6 months. Anything more than that 6 months, we'd be wanting to find a higher rate of return than what you're going to be putting your emergency fund into. And we'll talk about that. So where's a good place? Emergency fund can be typically a good place is like a checking or savings account. You want it to be a high yield, so not just 0.1%, but a high yield account or like a money market account. There's some other options out there too, but usually we want to frown away from things like a bond or a CD because they'll have a penalty for withdrawing early. Now, it could be a portion of your emergency fund, but you don't want it to be all there. And the other thing is we want to make sure it's safe. So you don't want to have it in stocks where you could lose it in the market because things aren't going well. That's your emergency money. It needs to be there for you. So make sure you maintain liquidity and reduce volatility. With that being said, you should probably get started on this today. Everyone needs an emergency fund, so the longer you wait, the harder it's going to get. When you're younger, it needs to be that 3 to 6 months, but as you get closer to retirement, it needs to be more like 12 months or even longer. And the reason for that is once you're in retirement, it's harder to go out and make that money to regain and rebuild it. In other words, you can't work overtime or get bonuses because you're not working. So that plan adjusts a little bit as you get closer to that retirement age. And the reason it's important to have this emergency fund is so you can avoid borrowing money and having to pay interest on that money. You've worked hard to get the money that you have. Now make it work hard for you, because no one else is gonna do it for you. It's important to do that. How? Small steps. So make a plan. Make yourself pay it as a bill. You're your own debt collector. So if someone owes you money, are you gonna just let them off the hook? Hell no. You're gonna go out there and beat their butt. It's time for you to beat your butt and start building up that emergency fund and get that into plan. Make a plan, take action, and stick to it. Well, thanks for joining me this morning. I appreciate you listening. As always, if you got any questions or comments or suggestions, please share them. I'd be happy to hear from you. And remember, we're all in this together. Bye.